Samantha wiped the counter with tired hands, glancing at the clock. Another long shift was almost over, and the bills at home were piling up. Being a single mom wasn't easy. Between taking care of her 2 children and working multiple shifts, every cent mattered. The restaurant bell jingled. A man walked in. He was sharply dressed in a designer suit, his presence commanding the room without a word. He walked to a corner table, sat down, and ordered the most expensive meal on the menu. Samantha served him, trying not to let her curiosity show. He ate quietly, barely acknowledging her, and when he finished, he left, a $0 tip. Samantha's heart sank. She had hoped for at least a small gesture, especially from someone who clearly could afford to be generous. But then, something caught her eye. Beneath his plate was a small folded note. She hesitated, then picked it up. Her eyes widened as she read the message. Not everything is as it seems. Look behind the painting in the office. Her hands trembled. Was this a prank, or something more? Her curiosity got the better of her. After closing the restaurant, Samantha sneaked into the manager's office, her heart pounding. Behind the large painting on the wall, she discovered a small safe. Her hands shook as she opened it. Inside, instead of money, there were documents, a list of donations, scholarships, and even a personal note from the billionaire himself. It revealed his plan to secretly help struggling single parents like her, without making them feel dependent or embarrassed. Tears welled up in Samantha's eyes. The man who had appeared rude and selfish at first glance was actually planning to change lives quietly, without seeking recognition. Over the next weeks, Samantha's life began to change. She received scholarships for her children, funds to pay off debts, and even support to start a small business of her own. The restaurant patrons noticed a change too. Samantha's smiles were brighter, her confidence stronger. And though she never confronted the billionaire, she carried his lesson in her heart. Not all gestures are obvious, and sometimes the greatest kindness comes quietly. Months later, Samantha looked back at the incident with gratitude. That small, folded note under a $0 tip had turned her life around. Her children now had a secure future, and she had the chance to dream again. Sometimes, she thought, the smallest things carry the biggest miracles.